way back. So he has the experience
To me,
for the side of
your
MPL.
team is all
Now,
that
I
matters.
believe he has the experience here to prove himself, and he has an aggressive play style as a rover. So again, Ship was his staple pick yesterday, and now it is being banned here by Absolute Zero.
Yep, so we'll see how that is going to end up. Like we've got the first pick coming in, and that is going to be a Kalia. So of course, Vendetta. Kalia. We don't even have to talk so much about that. Vendetta, XP laner, Kalia, XP. The moment you see Vendetta in them, Vendetta is going to play XP.
There you
or
go.
rather play the Kalia.
And now they are been picking. The first time we are seeing the Yassin has been banned, the chip has been banned. Usually these are the first party picks here. Now we are going to see new heroes coming up, and that is going to be now the Hayabusa. I've been waiting for this assassin to go through here, and it's going to be picked by the side of Absolute Zero this time around. And these are higher tier picks here. Ignite Gaming on the other side. Arlott also has been one of the most contested here. If not been picked, it's going to be banned. And now going to be Zushin to double it up with the Fredrin as well. Pretty good here. Try hero picks coming in from IG.
Looks like the drafting is actually going pretty darn fast for both of these two teams. So this is really fast. Now, of course, when it comes down to IG, this is a very staple kind of first three picks, right? Yep, they've got a good amount of crowd control. In fact, literally all three of them are crowd control, and they will leave the damage dealers for later on after looking at what AZ is trying to go for. Understandably, when there is a Kalia on the hands of the enemies, you can always assume that it is going to be a pick-off composition, and indeed it does seem as though, because there is a Hayabusa as well as, of course, the Lunox that will make full use of the Tsunami Slam. So now we gotta look for utility for AZ and damage for IG.
Correct. And speaking of IG here, I love the Eve pick here. To be honest, here they're great. Crowd control coming in from the side of IG, having the Eve to follow it through with slows, with the pokes. They can be a half up here for the same composition. On the other side here, it is a great ban from the Matilda and of course the Franco as well. So they are going to take it down here on the side of AZ. But so far right now, of course, they need the follow-up initiation or burst damage rather here for the side of Kalea. This is also a flex coming in from the Lunox. Can be a gold Lunox, can be a mid as well. But again, of course, the Zushin, they can go for the burst damage, especially with the Kalea combo. We have mentioned this one. Once you have Kalea in your team composition, you just need a certain synergy here
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Okay, it's gonna be Granger. It's been a long time.
I have long
Granger
awaited
and
this
Lapu
glorious day.
Lapu. So of course, when it comes down to all of this, Nomad is gonna be playing as the. Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, EXP mid Lunox here, gold Granger.
Oh wait, the Kalia is gonna go rogue. That is so not Vendetta.
So far right now.
That's so not Vendetta. Oh man.
And Rapodit here is going to be on the Hylos instead. So Hylos here, they have the mobility right now. And remember, this is the dangerous grass. So I think the Kalea could benefit this, of course, map change right now. They can go for the pick-off comp. They just need a great burst here. But for me personally, AZ relies so much on damage over time here. They don't have that bursty heroes they're in. But is it enough though for this Kalea to go for Tsunami Slam and follow through with this DPS damage? That's the question.
Yeah, I would like to believe that as long as they are able to kind of pop off early and allow Regina to kind of get out of lane fast, especially since they do have got the Kalia in mid together with the Lunox, I think that they should be able to leave the lane pretty decently. It is, after all, gonna be a Hylos and the Juicin. So a lot of DOT, they need to stay in lane until the entire creep wave is gone. While in the meantime, for the members of AZ, they can just kind of throw it out and start to leave the lane. So lane priority wise, AZ in the middle lane does seem a little bit better as a matter of fact.
And of course, speaking of which, Nomad very low. Flicker's been used.
Oh my goodness, but that is gonna be a trade. Not even a trade actually. Nomad didn't even die. So Regina getting their first kill onto Blade is definitely gonna be a little bit of a pain for Ignite Gaming.
And surprisingly, of course, Blade never used, of course, the Purify, just beast to have a single movement speed as well. And the CC immunity there. sacrificing herself here, but still lane priority in the mid.
Does seem like we do have a stun down on Regina. Didn't really manage to clock up even more amount of stacks on the... Oh, never mind. Take that back. Did manage to bring Regina back again, but still not quite enough to actually get the kill down.
Alright, 2 flickers has been used here. It is going to be Regina, of course, taking into account that he has no battle spell already or no escape mechanism until his level 4 can be used at this moment in time. But so far, Ignite Gaming is just lane priority right now. We're expecting here on the mid. But once those level 4s will be available, it's going to be Ignite Gaming having the advantage when it comes to sustained team fight, especially for Hylo's Glorious Pathway there.
Looking at the rest of the map, it does seem as though that when it comes down to the XP lane, the Lapu is suffering a little bit because it is early game after all. Lapu don't really have a very good way of shoving the waves. So having the Arlet that just slam and dash 3 times is more than enough to clear out the entirety of the lane. Until maybe level 4, then we'll start to see Vendetta playing as the Lapu get a little bit more annoying to the side of the Arlet, perhaps.
Look at these rotations coming in from Ignite. They want to clear the waves as early as possible here. They did. That's one on the mid, now on the top as well. Now is going to be time for a turtle dance.
Oh, of course, the final flash is going to be landing, but unfortunately that's not going to do too much. Oh wait, never mind. It did manage to get a kill down the Nomad. Once Zack takes the turtle down, well, Yuda's going to be the next one down on the chopping block. Good amount of kills. 3 kills already for the side of Absolute Zero. Well, Ignite Gaming didn't even get a single.
Yeah, man, damage-wise here, Absolute Zero has the advantage, but then again, Ignite Gaming secured an early turtle objective onto their side. So, economy-wise, it's not yet that big, much of a difference, but we can see how advantage it is to have the magic damage in the early stage of the game. But so far, when it comes to crowd control here, they have to rely so much for Blade here. He is the catalyst for those crowd controls, especially Zack as well on the taunt. But will they be able to commit here? Again, the lane priority in the map is always in the mid.
Well, of course, in the meantime, I apologize. It does seem like it was a 1-for-2 trade. Ignite Gaming did get Nomad for the very first kill, but that also means that Absolute Zero did manage to kind of turn things around pretty effectively, just so that they can get a better trade. Losing Nomad, while in the meantime getting a kill down onto, I believe, Yuta as well as Rapidu. I'll take that any day.
Yeah, and still kill is kill. Gold is gold as well. Absolute Zero is still pretty much dominating when it comes to damage. And speaking of which, Seiji managed to escape at the moment in time. Now remember, of course, Fate QT is on Hayabusa. This is dangerous grass map here, and we have seen the Palea pick as well. So far, Yuta
almost getting a kill down. There we go. Exactly what I was talking about. The moment that Vendetta hits level 4, that's where all the damage will be coming through. Zack moves on over, but in the meantime, that is also going to be the Tsunami Slam that will enable them. While Zack has a lot of great HP, did not go for the Appraiser's Wrath just yet. No death coming in from both teams.
This is what lacking about the side of Ignite Gaming here. Is the burst actually here. The damage, they can't rely so far for the side of Blade as well as Yuta. But so far, crowd control is there one of the advantage when it comes to the team's opposition for Ignite Gaming. Seiji will be the saving grace in the later stage of the game, but here in the earlier to mid, it's always going to be Blade that can rely on so much on that department.
The turtle spawned. The number 2 turtle, currently in the hands of Ignite Gaming. Zack so far had got a good retribution above of Absolute Zero, but unfortunately both teams are not exactly going to be putting too much resources into this just yet. It's just a little bit of a poke and prod, you know, going for a little bit of chest punches all around. But there we go, the carpet is just going to be popping right out, and of course Vendetta will eat up that spear. But Seiji going in, gets a stun down right onto Vendetta, not quite enough to get a kill. But the rest of the members from the side of Ignite Gaming, only one will go down, meaning that that's Blade. 1-for-2 trade. They continue on forward, hoping to get a kill on the Vendetta, but Vendetta does have quite a bit of shields and HP that will push the rest of Ignite Gaming away.
Wow, I didn't expect, of course, Yuta to be having so much kills in that situation here, looking for what is going to be his build in this game. But so far right now, Turtle plus the Avatars on the top side, looking great here inside of Ignite Gaming, especially now Yuta as well having those skills on his Arlot, racking up so much advantage right now here in the early stages of the game.
There's also a free turret up in the northern side, so allowing Ignite Gaming to pop up a little bit more, and perhaps Blade down again 3 times. Not great, but down in the bottom lane, Salas goes down to the hands of Yuta. Even if Yuta were to go down, it's still a very valuable trade, but it does seem like Yuta will get himself out of that. So there's no trade at all for Absolute Zero. It's not good.
Is this a damage build Arlott? Are we going to see? He's just wrecking so much here. He has 3 kills already in a row here for the side of Ignite Gaming.
Four total.
4 total here, but I really thought I'm looking at Blade to have many kills here this game, but actually this Yuta is stepping up.
Kind of surprised with the fact that Juicin is not having a very good time, considering the fact that they have Rapidu as the high loss. So Alos should be able to kind of open up the map pretty well. So that would give Blade a lot of opportunities. But for now, it's going to be just like one person is going to be in a pretty bad spot, and that is going to be Vendetta. He flickers himself away, out of sight and out of mind for Ignite.
Red team turret has
Vendetta,
been destroyed.
no flicker this time around here, and look at Ignite Gaming controlling the lanes here. But in the meantime, it is going to be Outcard been secured by Absolute Zero on the bot side here on that skirmish play. They've taken advantage of the pressure brewing on the map now. The turtle, third turtle in the game is now spawning here in the pit. It's going to be a dance once again.
And Vendetta opens things up, round the Rapidu. Unfortunately, not going to land the CC, but he's going to be yoinked right into the face of 3-person. But he's still alive all the way through. As he goes for slash and slam, he's still alive. This guy is not going down at all. Absolute Zero held their ground against Ignite Gaming during the fight for the turtle. And this is going to be an absolute win for Absolute Zero, and that's 8 kill for the turtle.
That is great. Recognizing, of course, Absolute Zero that Yuta is the threat. They prioritize this kill here against the Arlott. So without the damage dealer at this moment in time, it's going to be easy for Absolute Zero to secure the turtle at that moment in time. So Ignite Gaming, they recognize this one as well. So they must need safety here to scale up as early as possible here, because you know Yuta has been considered as the damage dealer at this composition here. Seiji needs to follow up this one through as well, because without the damage, they do have the sustain, they do have the crowd control. Without the finishing blow, it's not going to be enough here for Ignite Gaming to win.
And Vendetta opens things up, slamming himself around the blade. And in the meantime, we do have the spear, lands on the Salas. He goes for the stun, but unfortunately wasn't able to pin Salas just yet. Seiji goes back into the fight, but now we're just going to be focusing right on over to Zack. And now he doesn't have a lot of HP back, but Fake Cutie joins in the fray, hoping that he'll be able to get the one single slash, and he will be able to get the slash down. No, maybe it was Salas that gets the kill instead. He picked up a triple and might very potentially get a little bit more, because now Vendetta stuns him down!
Oh my.
Gets a Maniac for Absolute Zero.
Oh man, Salas now making name here in this game 1 against Ignite Gaming. That poke, and I do love that tactical routine coming in from Absolute Zero. It was overstretched already from Ignite Gaming's position in that sequence. They have committed everything there against Absolute Zero, but without poking anyone, it's going to be the counter attack. What?
Oh, wait. A game of RNG, right? Whenever you have your ultimate off cooldown, might as well go for it.
Yeah, I do believe the Shadow Kill prioritizes low health HP mark targets. So, yeah, it recognized there by the side of Fate QT. Now he is still perfect when it comes to his KDA. Absolute Zero rocking up here at this moment in time. And Ignite Gaming knows about this one. So it is now the time for Sage to step up. Zero.
Got some time. It's only 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Not quite there when it comes down to reaching critical mass just yet. And ultimately, they are down by about 6,000 gold. By the time the Absolute Zero were to get this squad, it might accelerate it even further. Wouldn't be too surprised if there will even be a 10,000 gold lead. But in the meantime, Spear completely misses. That is Moskov that's not going to be joining the fight for the next few minutes. While in the meantime, the rest of the members from Ignite Gaming comes in to stop the rest of Absolute Zero to get the Lord. But in the meantime, they will get stopped down.
Oh, man.
Such Yuta loses his life.
And fortunately, the Spear of Destruction did not hit anyone there, and they were caught in the choke point as well. Ignite Gaming now suffers casualties in the 2 skirmishes in a row. Absolute Zero right now racking havoc here in this game, now pushing through here in the middle lane as well. Salas here freely hitting into the back lines, and no one's there to actually pick him off here in the rear side.
It's going to be a little bit rough, even though Ignite Gaming have got everyone all hands on deck already. But it is still a lot that's marching in the middle lane, while Absolute Zero starts up 5 as No Man just goes straight into the Tsunami Slam. Great pick off onto Yuta, identifying that Yuta is probably one of the most annoying players from the side of Ignite Gaming, while the Lord single-handedly, together with Fake Cutie, brings down the turret in the middle. That's a T3 down, while the Ogi Shadow Kill Slashes down over to Zach, and Silence picks up the kill onto Rapidude now.
Oh man, numbers advantage right now here is going to be here now, showing the TP of victory. They are going to push through. They want to end this.
And now, yes again, another one of knockouts onto Seiji. There's no way that Ignite Gaming could do anything and allowed AZ to get himself the first win.
Oh wow, that was fast.
That was fast.
That was fast.
That was very fast.
That's the beauty of dangerous grass. Man, Hayabusa is still viable, you know?
Damn!
And this is the first time I'm seeing Hayabusa being picked, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday,
Once is second phase blue ban, and the other side, another time second phase red ban. It's always a second phase ban. So maybe time to change it up, because Hayabusa in the hands of Fate Cutie has managed to get a total of 5 kills, 0 death, and 9 assists.
Okay, I can say maybe Hayabusa was the least priority yesterday or until now, because Yisun Shin has been banned, Chip has been banned as well. I mean, they have recognized many junglers at this moment in time, but now it only shows here Fate QT can really pull it off here. Absolute Zero having an assassin jungler here utilized so much, especially with the dangerous grass map change. This moment has so many pick-off plays here. We have Witness coming in from this team, Absolute Zero. Great, incredible opening game here against side of Ignite Gaming.
So, with that all said, total game time 11 minutes and 9 seconds.
Fast, yep.
Let's really take a look at the entirety of the emblems. So, understandable, I don't think that there's anything too out of the ordinary at this point. We got a thrill from Seiji, as well as Master Assassins, nothing too out. Yeah, everything is just all darn and normal. Assassin Emblem on the side of Salus, that's fair. Assassin Emblem for the side of Fate Cutie. Yeah. Nothing too out.
Yeah, nothing indeed. But unfortunately, here I got to point out, of course, to Blade. I'm really expecting this Zushin will really step up here in this team fight skirmishes here for the side of Ignite Gaming. Unfortunately, of course, he has been punished time and time again. The dive coming in from Regina here, of course, FAQD as well. And look at these itemizations coming in from the side of Utah. Okay, this is a semi-build. We're seeing most likely it's going to be a Rose Gold Meteor here. Will be the second item. Unfortunately, only he has Oracle and the almost completed Rose Gold Meteor itemization. I thought he has the 3 slotted item already for Utah. Surprisingly, having those 3 kills already.
Yeah, the only thing, the only damage he has is the Fury Hammer. That really just comes down to the fact that the base damage coming in from the dashes is actually pretty darn nutty. Yeah. Or maybe he's just a kill stealer. Yeah, just put it that way. Kill stealer.
Whoa, okay, yes. But anyway, here, look at the damage here. Okay, damage dealt, sure. That's why Utah has the most damage here into this team. Unfortunately, of course, they lack this capacity here compared to the side of Absolute Zero. There was Regina there. There was Salas in the backlines. Even Vendetta, you know, on the Lapu-Lapu hit so hard. And Fate QT as well on his flanking maneuvers and the solo kills as well. This is just too much damage that can dish out from the composition we have just witnessed coming in from Absolute Zero.
Yeah, I think that the entire game plan for Absolute Zero is a lot simpler to pull off, right? As long as Nomad finds an opportunity, join them in. Salas just focus fires on that person. Regina focus fires on that person. Vendetta just plays whatever that he wants to. Well, for Ignite